Welcome to Viking Stadium. It's September 1st, 2005. Let's get ready for some Viking football. I'm Alex Wagner, and this is my colleague Brandon Manson. Brandon, what are your predictions for tonight's action?
Well, Alex, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see it to be too much of a matchup for the Vikings. Eastern got blown out by DeWitt last week, and Haslett looked really good last week as well. So I don't see it to be too much of a contest, but hopefully they won't get the Quakers won't get blown out too bad by the Vikings.
Yeah, hopefully that'll be true for the Quakers. The Vikings are coming off a 42-0 victory over their rival, the East Lansing Trojans. Nate Turner had a 65-yard touchdown run in that game, and it'll be very interesting to see if the Quakers can stop Haslett's quickness and tenacity out of the gate today.
Very true, and I think it might be a test for the Haslett defense as well, because the Quakers have a very talented quarterback and a very talented running back. So I think it should be a decent matchup. And earlier this week we talked to Coach O about the game, and so we'll leave you here with his thoughts. And when we return, we will be back with the start of the game.
An exciting group to be around. They have a lot of fun in between when we're working, and that's important. But I think so far, for the most part, maybe except for Dallas Bird. Dallas is like our team comedian. He's still trying to figure out when we're working and when we're not working, but he's getting there. But I think for the most part, it's a group that enjoys being around each other and enjoys working and obviously playing games on Fridays. But for the most part, they're a good group to be around. The first question everybody asks is, geez, who's a Rayhart kid? I knew he was on defense, but I never knew he was a running back. And he was there last year, and we had him with Montgomery and McIntosh, and he was pushing both those guys. And so I think if you take a look at that, I think he and Cody and all the other seniors have really worked hard. AJ in particular, outside, but a lot of the guys have worked extremely hard. But I think in his case, there's a guy, if you work hard, good things happen, and so far, good things have happened for him. Some teams, with the matchup, in previous years with East Lansing, it was it's a difficult opener, and so we've had some young guys. We start 4 sophomores as well. EL started 5. Ours aren't maybe in those key positions at quarterback and tailback like they had, but early on you'd like to have some confidence, and I think it helps you, the overall demeanor, and to have the success on defense. We return a lot of kids on defense, and so without question, I think early season successes help you.
Mike Lacuna, the ball carrier, touchdown, Haslett.
And the Vikings look fired up tonight as they just rushed out from the tunnel.
Alex, I'm really excited for this game. The Vikings look great.
They do. I'm pumped for this game, Brandon.
I can sense your enthusiasm.
And the Vikings look ready for this game tonight. They look in the zone.
Welcome Lansing Eastern High School for a CAAC interdivision game.
All right, the refs look like they're talking in the middle there at midfield. Vikings getting ready for battle as the band marches off the field. You can feel the anticipation in the crowd and in the hearts of the players. It's an exciting scene here.
We're going to get a kickoff in a few minutes here.
At tight end, number 82, Jaime Loma. At wide receiver, number 80, Alex Perez. At wide receiver, number 9, Andrew
The student section is all standing.
Tailback, number 4, Terrell
They're looking very excited right now. It's our home opener. Can you blame them?
They look very excited out there. The cheerleaders are cheering. It's just a feeling in the air. The first home football game in the season. I think that there's a sense of anticipation throughout the crowd.
There always is. Eastern getting ready to take on the Vikings.
They're looks like not too many fans from Eastern made it out here today. Too bad for the Quakers.
They always need fan support, especially against a student section like the Haslett Vikings.
That's very true, very true.
Quakers getting ready for, look like they're about to return to kickoff.
You can hear the announcements, the starting players coming in. Number 2, A.J. Rehar coming in. It's going to be interesting to see if the Quakers can stop him today. He had an amazing 90-yard touchdown return last week against East Lansing. He ran 90 yards, almost the length of the field, in a staggering 12 seconds, Brandon. That's impressive.
I can't run that fast.
And it looks like the Vikings will be kicking off to the Eastern Quakers today.
Number 4, Terrell Sedeth, back to receive the kick.
Kicking off will be senior kicker Colin Yerby.
He had a pretty impressive kicking game going on last week. Had several touchbacks on the many kickoffs that they had. I believe there was maybe 1 or 2 that were returned at all for a minimal gain.
Yeah, and 6 extra points by Yerby last week.
Jeter and Taylor deep to receive.
You can hear the drum roll, the students getting crazy. The players cannot wait to go and hit somebody.
Yerby set up to kick. And kickoff.
That's deep.
And return
Gets
by
it out
Eastern.
to about
And a
90.
big hit.
Big ol' hit. Big ol' hit by number 24, Zach Mikulski, the junior.
I believe that was on Eastern's number 9, Andrew Taylor. And the Viking sideline is fired up.
You can just see this defense is ready to go out and just absolutely smash somebody.
Quarterback number 8, Andrew Mendez, ready to hike the ball. Mendez hands off, and there's a flag on the play.
Looks like a little bit of motion before the snap. That one will be coming back 5 yards. That's not quite the way you want to start off the game.
No, no, it's not. Hopefully that's not a precursor to things to come, and it is on Eastern. False start.
Looks like on the
Illegal
tight end.
procedure against Lansing Eastern.
They were looking past me, but I was.
It'll be 1st and 15
First down, Eastern 15-yard line.
on the 15.
Kind of a cool little coincidence there.
Yeah.
Quakers in the offset eye.
Mendez drops back, hands off, and a short gain.
Just a couple yards on that one.
By number 4, Terrell Sedeth.
If these Vikings don't watch out, Terrell could definitely give them some problems.
Yeah. I believe Terrell and quarterback Andrew Mendez are Eastern's 2 star players, so the Vikings definitely better be watching out for them today.
Size-wise, it seems to be
Vikings
pretty
set up in a 5-2 formation. And it's pitched.
Pitch out to Terrell.
Oh, and he's caught behind the line.
No gain. Good play by Rehar.
Sawdust on the carry for the Quakers. Rahar on the stop for the Vikings.
Who are my punt return guys? Get ready.
Looks like Cody Stripling in for the sophomore Mike
Punt
Nowak.
return guys. Punt return. You,
And it's going to be third down for the Quakers.
Punt return guys. Punt
Third and
return guys.
13.
Goes fourth. and
Ball
long,
on the
we're going in.
17-yard line.
Mike, you go! You go!
They run the 6-4 order? Yeah. If they're going shooting A-gap, would you just watch him down and I could go to the next? Basically, yeah.
And a little screen pass thrown. He's trying to make some room.
Big
and a
hit.
big hit.
Big hit by Nate Turner.
And that will stop the Eastern offense, and they're going to have to punt on fourth down.
Turner on the stop for the Vikings.
It's not quite the way you want to open up your first drive of the game.
Brings up 4th and 3 for Lansing Eastern.
Turner's going to be back to return.
Turner is one of the most exciting players in the league,
Turner deep for the Vikings.
and I would not argue with that. That's what the Lansing State Journal said.
And punt. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. But we're going to see Turner's going to try to do something with
See if they
it.
get some blocks downfield.
Oh,
Turner
and
finds
he's
the gap.
blazing. Oh,
He's going.
Oh, and he's caught from behind, dragged down, but it was a
Nice return there for about 20 yards or so.
very nice return.
There is a flag in the play, however.
There's a flag on the play.
That Turner's bottled lightning, though, let me tell you.
He is. You don't see too many people that quick.
Yeah, especially this level. And it's going to be on Eastern. I believe that's another false start. Maybe a clip.
The official is discussing with the team captain, number 15, Jordan Bennett. Appears to be some illegal motion from Eastern. Haslett declined the penalty, and it'll be first down on the 39-yard line.
Has the ball 1st and 10 on the Eastern 39-yard line.
Pretty good field position to start out your first drive at your home opener. See if they can't capitalize on
Almost in the red zone already, and it's the first play on the newly painted home stadium for the Haslett Vikings here at Vikings Stadium. And Turner hands it off and not going anywhere. The Eastern players wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Didn't look like there's a lot of push on the line that time. They're probably going to...
Rahar tried to get somewhere, but the Eastern defense just wouldn't have it.
There was nowhere to go.
Second down and 9 on the 38-yard line for the Vikings. Handed off to number 6, Mike McCuna. And a couple yards for McCuna.
Decent gain. It's about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
McCuna on the carry for the Vikings.
It will be 3rd and 5 for the Vikings. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6 from the 35-yard line.
In is number 5, Thomas McCormick. McCormick is another great offensive tool for the Vikings. Let's see if they'll go to him on this play. 3 receivers. Turner doesn't have
Turner trying to make
go.
magic. He's got nothing to work with unless he can cut it up the field. But
ball tried to strip, but he's out of bounds.
There's a flag right there.
I believe that's going to be a late hit.
That's
on the
definitely going to be
Quakers.
some not very sportsmanlike conduct right there.
Yeah, he was already out of bounds. That's going to be automatic first down for the Vikings.
Yeah.
We would have had 4, so we're going to... You want the ball? I got the spot right
And
here.
it is personal foul on Eastern.
So they'll give us an automatic first down. Give Haslett a chance to start this drive over again. Or rather keep it going.
Lansing Eastern is penalized for a personal foul.
And it looks as though the Vikings are in the red zone. Let's see if they can get a score here.
The Quaker 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
And Rehar stopped, gain of a couple yards. I believe it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Rehar on the carry for the Vikings, stopped by number 50, Olger.
Turner, 2 running backs, and hand it off to number 27.
Very nice play there for looks to be close to a first down.
Shively on the carry for the Vikings, Mendez on the stop for the Quakers.
If it's not good, I believe it's going to be 3rd down, but very short 3rd. Yep, 3rd and 1 for the Vikings on Eastern's 10-yard line. And the Vikings are just pounding it in there, getting a couple yards at a time. Hopefully they'll get a score.
Powerhouse football, this is what it's all about.
And Turner keeps it, throws it to the end zone, touchdown Vikings! Jordan Bennett with the touchdown reception there.
Beautiful play fake, rolled out, completed a gorgeous pass.
Wide open in the end zone.
2 open receivers.
And the Vikings draw first blood.
Hey, Juice, see me. Good job, fellas. Good job, baby. Good job. First of all, great play.
Fabulous play there.
And the student section is bumping after that score.
Tripling the snap, Turner to hold.
You can hear him from here.
So this series we're going to check Cloud. We've been checking.
Yerby attempting the extra point, Turner holding. And the kick is up, and it's good.
And it is through.
Yerby's kick is good.
There's some pressure for Yerby. That's a very good extra point kick.
The Vikings are up 7-0 with 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
Assistant coach Rob Port and head coach Charlie Otluski look very thrilled. A little upset with that Eastern linebacker breaking through the line there, though. But it worked out for the Vikings. So
it definitely worked in our advantage. We're just lucky that Turner didn't get hurt.
Yeah. The Vikings would not want that, especially this early in the season.
No.
Yerby going to kick it off again. Back is number 4, Terrell Sadeth, and number 3, Daryl Jeter.
I'm going to try to guess the right receiver again. It's going to go to this guy.
Bryant, Sawdust, and Taylor deep for Eastern.
I'd say it's a pretty good way to start off your home opener.
Yeah, very. 7:22 left in the first quarter here.
Yerby, the kick for the Vikings.
Yerby placing the ball on the tee. And here comes the drum roll from the band. Yerby, ready to kick off.
Student section jumping up and down.
And there's the kick.
Line
and it's
drive
a
kick.
strong kick. Jeter has it, and he
He's
breaks
busting
through.
up the middle.
He breaks through.
Yerby.
Oh, and he's brought down near the 40-yard line of Haslett. That's a great return by Jeter. He broke right through the line, but there is a flag down at the 42-yard line.
Brought down by number 4, Luke Roberts. Great hustle play.
Sadly, for Eastern's sake, I think that it's going to be a holding call.
It was at least exciting for a little while.
Yep. Personal
Dead
foul.
ball, personal foul on Haslett.
Oh, on Haslett. Personal foul against the Vikings.
This one's actually going to move up 15 more yards.
So that one does end up working out for the Quakers.
Haslett better bounce back from this one if they want to.
The Quakers are going to have excellent field position starting out their second drive of the day.
I don't think any coach is going to be happy with letting it return that big, plus 15 more yards tacked on at the end of it.
Yeah.
Penalty moves the ball
No
to
one
the
likes
Haslett
penalties.
27-yard line. Lansing Eastern will start 1st and 10.
Especially this early in the game. So far it hasn't hurt Haslett too bad, but
Well, we'll see how their defense will function after that.
yeah, we'll see how it plays out in the game if it's going to be a continuing thing for Haslett.
Defense calling for some noise.
And it's hike and an option, and he's not going anywhere. So that's stopped in the backfield. It looked like he was going to have some room there.
Brought down by Jordan Bennett. Strung out the play there pretty well.
Brings up 2nd down and 12.
The option didn't really help him much there. We're going to have a 2nd down and 12 on Haslett's 29. Seems the Eastern fans have painted their chest.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that.
And there's some young Haslett Viking fans. And the ball thrown out to number 9, Andrew Taylor, as we were looking at the Viking fans today.
Mendez's pass complete to Taylor.
Those kids are sure cute.
They really
Rizzo
were.
on the stop for the Vikings.
Reminds me of the good old days.
That seemed to go nowhere for Eastern.
I got him a gain of 4
Brings up
yards
3rd
on the
and
screen
8 for Eastern
pass.
from the Haslett
Leave 3rd down and 8.
25-yard line.
Crucial 3rd down to keep this drive going. It's pretty disappointing when you have to punt after a return like that.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully the Eastern offense will be able to do something and not just go 3 and out. And there's pitched to number 4, Sadef, and he is
Brought
stopped.
down.
That is either Jordan Bennett or another Viking on that play.
Bennett and Rehar on the stop for the Vikings.
Bennett and Rehar took him down.
Good hustle play by those guys.
Loss of 1 for the Quakers.
Brings up
That'll be
4th and 9 for Lansing Eastern. The ball is on the Haslett 26-yard line.
Be 4th and 9 on the Haslett 26. I'm not sure if their kicker has the kind of leg to make this.
Let's see this.
See it again. See Rehar come up on there, and looks like Makuna came and helped out, and so did Rehar. So
Big hit for the Vikings. And number 12, Eric Jackson, on to attempt the field goal. Oh, and a flag before the play could even get underway.
Legal procedure on Lansing Eastern.
Oh, I'm sorry, correction. That's number 14, Greg Nick.
Moves the ball back to the Haslett
and
31-yard line.
I believe that was a false start by the Quakers on that one. Seems they're getting quite a few false start calls. They're going to have to minimize those for the rest of the game if they want to be in this.
it looks like Eastern's going.
They're going to go for it.
The trips left.
They got 3 lined up on the one side. Oh, and the Vikings
Big
rush.
defensive rush right there.
Oh, and he caught by
Toss it out
Sadef.
to Sadef. Sadef running.
Oh,
stretching for the first down.
Oh, I don't know if he got it. It'll be close.
See what the ref signals here.
The Eastern fans are signaling for a first down.
Mendez's
We'll
pass
see if they get it.
completed to Sardis.
First down Haslett. The 4th down conversion did not work. I believe they missed it just by inches. That has got to be disappointing.
The Eastern coaches going berserk on the sidelines
The play is
there.
short of the first down.
The Haslett
Haslett
defense
takes over
very happy that they got that one stopped before he could squeeze out.
on their own 18-yard line. First
Especially
and 10.
because they got burned on that little screen pass right there.
Yeah. And Vikings are going to set up shop deep in their own zone on the 18-yard line. Don't know where, didn't go anywhere for the Vikings.
Number 27, Kurt Scheibele on the carry.
Scheibele's carry not going anywhere. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings.
Number 23, Chris Stewart in for Kurt Scheibele.
Oh, apparently got 5 yards on that one.
You're just kidding everybody.
And Turner back. Ooh.
Big hit right there by number 8. Aaron Mendez.
Big hit.
You could almost feel it up here.
Stewart tried to do something with it, but the Eastern defense and Mendez would have nothing to do with it.
Big 3rd down here for the Vikings. Short yardage situation. Let's see what they come out with.
It's going to be a 3rd and 3. And hand it off.
Makuna got the 1st down for him and then some.
Nice run by Makuna to get the job done. 1st down, Vikings.
Nice run up the middle there.
On the 30-yard line for the Vikings on their own 30. 1st down and 10. Same formation. And Turner back, throwing. Caught by number 15,
completion.
Jordan Bennett.
Beautiful completion.
And that'll be another 1st down.
Check that. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Apparently hit the ground.
Bennett's is disappointed in himself as the fans are on that play. It's the beauty of a play, but just couldn't reel it in before it hit the ground.
Well, you got to give him credit for at least effort.
Yeah. Turner jogs in, calling the play in the huddle. Eastern defense ready for whatever Haslett seemingly going to throw at them. And right up
Big
the middle.
run up the middle by Kurt Scheibele. Step arm to the face.
He's going.
He is going.
He's going, and he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kurt Scheibele, the junior, check that. Beautiful run. Great play fake by all the backs. That's key to the wing tee.
I believe that was a 70-yard touchdown run by Scheibele there.
Beautiful play. Very exciting.
And the Haslett crowd is fired up as the Eastern fans are sitting back down in disappointment there.
Except for the guys without shirts.
Except for the guys without shirts. Yerby attempting the extra point. Held by Turner. It's up, and it's good.
That's through. It's good. It's beautiful.
Another converted extra point attempt by Yerby.
Very exciting possession there for the Vikings.
14-0.
We got a replay coming in here of that last play. Great play fakes by everybody. Even tricked the camera guys. You see Scheibele had the ball covered the entire time. That's what they teach
and
every
there's
running
that
back.
stiff arm. Wow.
That's got to tickle. That was textbook there by everybody on the offensive unit.
I think that handoff confused all of us here at Vikings Stadium.
I honestly had no idea where that was going.
And Scheibele,
great speed.
Almost caught by number 8, Aaron Mendez. Made a couple tackles earlier, but not able to get that one.
Wearing number 27, Brian McIntosh's whole number, really showing his Brian McIntosh stuff right there.
For those new to Haslett football, Brian McIntosh graduated last year. He was a very quick and athletic young man.
He was a stud.
We wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. And number 11, Colin Yerby, here to kick off.
You can hear the drum roll going. Guys down there with the cones. Student section getting crazy.
And kickoff by Yerby. Oh, it's on the ground, a little squib kick. Picked up by number 10, I believe, on Eastern. That's Keon Evans.
Brought down by number 72, Cody Stripling, and number 24, Zach Wikolski, I believe.
And it's going to be on Eastern 34-yard line.
So decent field position to start off this possession.
Third possession for Eastern.
Well, they're down 14-0 with about 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They're probably going to want something to happen before the quarter ends.
Very true. The lead's already in Haslett's direction. Eastern going to have to do something to counteract Haslett's dominance so far. Mendez hands it off, and a gain of one, maybe two for Eastern.
About 2 yards in the play there. Mike Nowak, the sophomore, making the stop on the play.
Just this play.
Sawdeth, gain of 2 yards. Sawdeth very frustrated so far. I can sense it. He's just trying to break through, get a big play. But the Haslett defensive line is having nothing to do with it. Mendez hands off, and he stopped.
Big stick right there by number 76, Mike Nowak. 2 tackles in a row.
That's a loss of 2. I think that's going to get him back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they might be back to where they started.
For the Vikings.
Loss of 1 for. That'll be 3rd and 9 for Eastern.
Nowak really showing a lot of promise. He's a stellar athlete, especially for his size.
He's really doing the blue and gold proud early today. Oh, and
big sack.
Mendez is brought down in the backfield
by number 72, Cody Stripling, and number 15, Jordan Bennett.
That 3rd down going nowhere.
Great play there.
Brings up 4th and 16.
4th and 16 for the Quakers.
I believe they're just going to let the clock run down.
First half coming to a close.
We got a replay here. You see Stripling just got amazing penetration, and Bennett on a blitz.
Both of them aiding the sack right there. And at the end of the first half, it is Haslett 14.
First quarter,
Haslett 14, Eastern 0.
Pretty sure Eastern is glad it's not halftime, because they would definitely be getting a big old speech from their coach, and they would not enjoy it very much.
And there you see it, the score, Haslett 14, Eastern 0 at the end of the first quarter. Sorry. Been watching too much college football. The Vikings seemingly very pleased with that first quarter performance today. Looking to keep it up the rest of the game. Eastern hopefully able to get in the game, get a few big plays. Maybe they'll be back in here with a score or even a field goal would help them out. So far, it's only Haslett dominance.
Kyle DeWitt, Kelsey Dunn, Katie Fitzsimmons, Sabrina
Turner and
Gibbons,
Rizzo back to receive the punt.
Brittany Howard, Aaron Medrano,
Rizzo, another
Kara
sophomore.
Sin, Katie Silkworth, Alexa Vlahakis, Kristen Welch, and Brianna Wilkerson. Cheerleaders are coached by Diane Littleton.
And Turner is waiting around the 44-yard line.
Turner deep for the Vikings.
Quarterback Aaron Mendez is also the punter for the Quakers. And it's kicked. Oh, It was close, almost blocked. And Turner,
Turner better get on that. Gonna try to find some room to
Oh,
run.
and he's finding
got a gap.
Oh, and big hit. Brought
Big
down
stick. We
just
can hear it up
past
in the press box.
midfield.
Big stick by
Turner on the
Pierce
return
to
for
be
the
number
Vikings.
9.
Andrew Taylor.
Keon Evans.
For the Quakers.
They'll be down on the 53.
Haslett will start
Turner,
from the eastern 46-yard line.
Turner didn't quite calculate that right, but he's going to try to be a little more on in his quarterback performance to make up for it.
Still got a decent return.
Yeah, very decent return. He definitely made something out of it. And
You see
there's
Turner there trying to recover the ball. And making a couple people miss there
ooh, one miss.
with his agility that I wish I had.
There's 2. And then you'll see from behind of your screen, he's going to be brought down
Big
by
stick
Evans.
right there.
And Turner looking to do something with that on this play. And
Number
he
7,
gets a
Turner.
and a gain of
Big play.
yeah, very big play. Gain of almost 15. It's looking like Turner definitely made something out of that play as well.
I don't think they were kidding when they said he's the most exciting player in the league.
Yeah, he's definitely resilient. You see how that's really the strength that the Haslett varsity football team is seeming to employ this year. Coach O trying to step up their weight room performance. I talked to him earlier this year, and that really shows it right there. Turner bouncing off those would-be tacklers and getting a big gain for the Vikings. And Turner wide out here. Back to number 2, Rehar. Oh,
Way overshot that one.
Haslett looking to catch the Eastern secondary off guard there.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the
34-yard line.
timeout, Quakers. Look like they're going to go discuss things over there on the sideline, try to get a new defensive plan going, try to get their players re-energized. Vikings going to make sure they get things straight.
You're seeing inside a little bit of a Viking huddle on the sideline there. Coach O talking to the Vikings, trying to fire them up.
The team is very tight this year. Juniors and seniors, almost like one huge, gigantic class. They get along very well.
A lot of leadership from that senior class, too.
Turner and Makuna being the biggest leaders.
Yep.
Talked to some of the players this week about who the biggest leaders are, what the seniors are like, and most of them agreed that Turner and Makuna were both big contributors to leadership. A lot of guys stepping up. Juniors and sophomores. 3 sophomores, in fact, starting tonight. Molak, Stripling, and Rizzo.
Yeah, you definitely saw the junior class stepping up when Shibley had that great run earlier in the game.
Perfect example right there.
Vikings setting up on 2nd down and 10 in the 34. And Turner hands off.
Turner to Shibley.
Oh,
up the middle, just ankle tackle
and a
right
big
there.
gain. Shibley almost broke free. But
Tackled by number 8, Aaron Mendez, the quarterback.
that Mendez is really talented. He plays multiple positions for Eastern, but so far hasn't gotten anything going really offensive or defensively. But he's a very talented kid. Oh, and handed off to Rehar. Another up the middle. And I believe there's a flag on the play.
Mendez on the stop, there's a flag on the play.
Mendez on that stop.
Here's number 17, Josh Bosma, is limping off the field. Under his own power, though. Hopefully he's okay.
I think he's just trying to walk it off. And it is on Eastern.
Penalty is a substitution infraction.
A substitution infraction on Eastern. I believe that's too many men on the field.
Trying to sub one player out
Not
after they're supposed to.
Not quite quick enough on the substitution there.
They got to be more ready about that.
seems the penalties have been plaguing both teams, but more so Eastern than the Vikings. For these Haslett fans, hopefully that will continue to be the case. And Vikings in the 18-yard line. Eastern in the red zone, threatening once again. And I believe they jumped early. That's going to be a flag. I believe that the Eastern Quakers jumped early on that.
Turner with a hard count there. Catch him off guard every once in a while.
I think they bit. Yep, it's on the Quakers. It's going to be on the ball's going to be placed on the 13-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 5 for the Vikings. There you see Turner talking to Coach Otlewski. You can see a lot of respect between those two right there.
How could you not respect Coach O?
He's a great guy, Coach O.
He's built a very strong football program here.
He has. The Eastern defense looking to stop the threatening Vikings. And Turner's going to keep it. And bootleg, and he's thrown and caught.
Beautiful catch. We'll get a number in a second here. But it appears number 24, Zach Wikolski.
And it is caught by Wikolski, and I believe that'll be 1st down for the Vikings.
Wikolski's got some soft hands, I'll tell you. Got a replay here.
There's a fake handoff, bootleg. And there's number 65 for the Quakers trying to Darius the Brett. And there
great pass, great stretch by Wikolski there.
Turner has enough speed, and Wikolski's able to hold on. Almost stripped
great
there.
Play.
And here's Turner. Oh, handoff. Ooh. And he's brought down. Nowhere on that one. 2nd and 8. Inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and 7. A gain of 1.
On Eastern 7-yard line.
There's a view of the student section and associate principal here at Haslett, Darren Ferguson. And given to Turner, and he hands it off
to number 2,
Grayhart.
Nice little gain up the middle there. Inside the 5.
They're on the 3-yard line. Haslett continuing to pound it in on Eastern. Defensive line not able to stop the Haslett offense, excuse me.
And it appears they're going to go spread on the 3-yard line.
Luke Roberts and Reed
great
on the
play
corner.
by
and
Turner right there on the option. Huge hole.
Touchdown Vikings. And the student section trying to fire up there. Yerby coming back on. See if he can get his 3rd extra point in for the night.
2 for 2 tonight.
It's 2 for 2 tonight. And he had 6 extra points against, I believe, 5 extra points against East Lansing last week.
The kick is up and through. The Vikings are up 21-0 with 8 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first half. We got a replay here of that last touchdown.
And it's all Turner.
It is definitely all Turner. You see,
he's fearless.
You see Jordan Bennett in the end zone there getting a block downfield. That's the kind of stuff you got to do.
Turner not afraid to take it right through the Eastern defense. 2 defensemen threatening for Eastern, but Turner takes it right in for the score.
Oh, he sees a gap. He's gone. Quakers back to receive yet another kickoff.
There's number 3, Daryl Jeter, and I believe it was number 9, Andrew Evans.
Some young Viking fans here, a lot of youth football players. Probably the future high school student section.
We definitely don't have anything to worry about it. They definitely don't have much to worry about at Haslett. If that's going to be the future varsity football squad, they're fired up.
Just don't give them any Mountain Dew. That's all I'm saying. As we return to the game, number 11.
Colin Yerby kicking off, and line drive. Very good kick by Yerby. Oh,
that's in the end zone. That's a
touchback.
touchback. That's a big old kick right there.
And Jeter decides to let that one go. The Quakers are looking discouraged here, Brandon.
Yes, they are, Alex. And, well, they got about 8.5 minutes to do it, so if they want any points before the first half, now would be the time to do it.
Well said, well said. Quakers are going to start 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. After that touchback by Yerby.
Watch this. I'll make this heavier.
Mendez going to fake the handoff. Oh, he has nothing.
Option
Oh,
out.
fumble. And I believe that's recovered.
Jordan Bennett on the fumble there.
Recovered by Jordan Bennett. And looks as the Quakers were thirsty for the score, but the Vikings say no once again. Great defensive play by Bennett.
There is a flag in the play, however.
Oh.
The officials discussing it. We're going to find out in a second here what the call is. Hopefully it's not against Haslett. And if it's against the Quakers, that would take all the wind out of their sails.
It would.
So they're going to need something spectacular here to get back in this first half at least.
Holding on the Vikings.
Holding on the Vikings.
That's too bad. The ref talking it over with Coach O. Coach O a little upset there. But there'll be other opportunities for the Vikings, but too bad on that one. But we're going to go back. It'll be Eastern's ball.
Be 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Assistant coach Rob Porritt trying to encourage encourage his defense after that after being discouraged after that recovery by Bennett, only to be offset by that holding penalty against the Vikings. And it'll be on the 25-yard line for Eastern. 1st down and 10.
Check that to 24.
We're going to look at it again.
See if we can't catch a holding, perhaps.
Mendez.
He's on an option there.
And he's hit. Nowhere to go. Great job by one of the Haslett. It's two Rehar hit the.
And there's a fumble on the play again here.
Oh, and they whistle it dead. But on that fumble, Rehar hit the running back in the backfield, causing the fumble, but once again called back because of the penalty. 2nd and 3 for the Quakers.
From their own 27.
Mendez back in the shotgun. And he rolls to the left and thrown and caught
by number
4. That's Terrell Sedeth. But the Vikings
brought him down quickly.
Yep. Not much after the catch at all.
Maybe a yard or so.
That'll be 3rd and 2. Quakers not converted on too many of the 3rd down attempts. I believe they haven't converted on any unless it's been by a penalty on the Vikings, but we'll see how it turns out here.
Defense calling for some noise. This would be where the student section should step up. Once again, a big third down here for the Quakers. If they can convert, that might give them some hope that they could score before the half is over.
And pitched.
To number 4, Sadeth, but he's wrapped up. Not much of a gain on the play.
And it'll be another 4th down for the Quakers.
See if they go for it here.
It's very suspicious. They went for it earlier in the first quarter. It's a suspicious move. They're just hungry for a score, wanted to get a big play on 4th down, but too bad for them. They did not convert.
And it appears they will be punting.
Mendez going to punt it away. Turner back. Hopefully you won't have another mishap like that fumbled play.
Turner looking for some blocks. Great hit by Rayhar.
And he burns him.
Turner cutting back.
Turner looking for more room, and he's eventually brought down to the 31.
Great return right there. Beautiful return. Flags on the play. Boy, some great blocking going on there. Number 20, Ben Rizzo got a big stick, and Rayhard just annihilated somebody right there.
Flag on the, I believe that's the 26 of Haslett, 26-yard line of the Vikings. Of Eastern, excuse me.
Let's see what this call is. There's no penalty on the play. So it'll be 1st down and 10.
For the Vikings on the 27-yard line. Once again, great field position for the Vikings.
Check that 33-yard line of the Quakers.
Vikings set up Turner in the shotgun. Rayhar by his side. And Turner rolls back and thrown, and let's see if
number 3.
Nope.
Brett Reed.
Reed not able to come down with that one. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Vikings.
A sum of money has been found that has been turned into the concession stand. You've lost the money and can explain to the concession stand where and how much. Please stop down there.
Brett Reed, a pretty good basketball player as well.
Yeah, very talented and experienced group of seniors and juniors, hybrid here for the Vikings. Turner back in the shotgun. And hand it off to Rayhar. Rayhar running. Oh, and he broke it, and it's a touchdown. Oh, he
falls on the play. On the play.
He had it.
Just got a little bit
overzealous there.
Play results in the Vikings 1st down.
Disappointing. He had that one.
Yeah, he had that one, and he's limping, hobbling a little bit back, but
might have twisted an ankle on that
man,
play or something.
He's quick.
We got a replay here. See how he covers the ball just like they're supposed to. Just broke it up the middle.
Just cut a little too hard.
Turned on the speed, and just looks like right there looks like he might have twisted his ankle or something. Hopefully it's not too serious.
And here the Vikings back for the action, hand it off, and it's
just short by about a yard or so. And out to Makuna.
Makuna pounded it in for about 7 yards, 6 or 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and very short.
Makuna's a pretty big guy. I'd be afraid to take him on, but I don't have to, so.
Very powerful, Makuna.
As we said earlier, he's one of the
2nd and 2 on the 2. Turner hands it off.
Makuna. Vikings signaling for a touchdown. The officials say otherwise. He's short by about a fingernail.
It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Vikings.
Brings up 3rd and 1 from the Eastern 1.
Rayhar coming back in for Makuna.
Rayhar
and Turner talking it up there in the huddle. There's a future
big dude on the sideline right there, helping out with the water.
There's a future Haslett Vikings star down the road, and Turner sets, hands off to Rehar, and he stopped, I believe. Nope.
He's
Yep,
in.
he's
He's
in.
in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, ran in by Rehar. 1 yard touchdown run by Rehar, and it is 28-0 with 3:36 left in the second quarter.
Check that, 27. Yerby still got to kick the field goal. But he's been so consistent tonight, we just kind of figured, hey.
But the Eastern lineman trying to block one. Let's see if they can get it here. Oh, and it's
Oh, it's a fake.
direct snap to Turner
going
and
in.
in for 2.
Oh, you couldn't catch that kid if you wanted
Turner on the conversion is good.
That's what I call adding insult to
So
injury.
Haslett,
to. Most
29,
definitely. That's
Lansing Eastern,
Ow.
0.
we got a replay here. The touchdown.
Here's
Hands it
Rehar
right up to Rehar.
squeezing in.
Just
And there's-
tripped. Looks like he tripped again, but he stretched up over the goal line, got in, touchdown. Made it look really, really easy. So with 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the half, the Vikings are up 29-0. And these Quakers not giving up yet. They're still jogging out on the field.
They seem to be persisting on the Vikings, but getting a little worn out.
I think they're just hoping for something cool to happen here.
There's going to be a divine intervention. It's what they're going to need. The way the Vikings are playing in this first half. Vikings with a 29-0 commanding lead against the Quakers.
Kickoff team looking psyched up.
Don't forget to fold. They need to fold.
Always ready for action, always ready to take somebody out.
Sadeth and Taylor back. Kickoff by Yerby, and it's another
That
great
looks
kick
deep.
back in the end zone, and another touchback.
That's 2 touchbacks in a row. Yerby had to get warmed up a little bit, but once this kid gets going, you can't stop him.
Quakers setting up. Trying to get something going here on offense. First down, 10 on the 20. Quarterback Mendez down. And he rolls out, fakes the handoff, and he's sacked by Bennett.
Big sack by Jordan Bennett right there. That'll take him back about 15 yards.
Mendez fighting not to get sacked, but Bennett proves more powerful on that play as he takes him down. A big sack for Haslett. It's going to be on the 7-yard line, I do believe.
Second and 23 for Eastern.
2nd and 23.
And here's a replay of that sack by Bennett. Mendez for the fake, the handoff right there. He'll be rolling out there.
You can see Makuna pursuing him, slowing him down, and Bennett just doesn't give up, wraps him up.
2-punch combo there by Makuna and Bennett. Here's a play. Going nowhere again. Vikings stop him. And those Vikings are still fired up. You can see Turner leading the pack out there. It'll be 3rd and 23 on the 7.
Brings up 3rd down for the Quakers.
Quakers seeing it if they can finally convert on 3rd down.
These Vikings trying not to be too cocky. They still got 2 minutes to play.
Mendez.
The Quakers can still bust a play up, score a touchdown, and get the first down.
Mendez passed, and it dropped.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Dropped by number 28, Gray Taylor.
Brings up 4th down for Lansing Eastern.
Wishing he could have brought it in there. Still.
Rather disappointing, but
it's going to be a 4th down.
Timeout called by Haslett.
Fourth down for the Quakers. They're going to punt it away. 1:49 left in the first half.
Looks like Coach P is just talking things over with them, making sure that they know what they got to do.
Students along the fence and walking in front of the bleachers need to be in the bleachers, please. Students along the fence and walking in front of the bleachers need to be in the bleachers, please.
Coach P checking with his players to make sure everything's okay.
There's a timeout.
Eastern talking it over. They've really got nothing to lose. I wouldn't be surprised to see him just go Hail Mary on this play.
Maybe a trick play, fake punt. We'll see. See what the Quakers have up their sleeves.
They always got something.
Mendez deep in his own end zone. Turner back, looking for a big punt return. The Grayhar had last week against East Lansing and punted, and it's a short punt. I don't think Turner's going to return it, and it goes out of bounds at the 36.
And Haslett is going to take over with a minute and 42 left to play in the half. Won't be surprised to see a run, maybe a knee, a couple knees, and that'll be about it. So.
First down and 10 for the Vikings. Turner coming in here. We'll see what Haslett's going to go for the throw on this play. Already with a 29-point lead.
Still got all the starters in.
And fake handoff. Turner rolls out. Oh. He's looking for number 27, Curtis Shively, on that play, but incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Vikings.
I question that play call a little bit, as they probably just would want to come into halftime up 29-0 and not rub any more in their faces. But then again, you have a minute 36 left, and that's still a minute 36 to score more points. So. Never quite know what Coach O's thinking.
No, you're not. I'd like to crawl in there and see what he's thinking one of these days. Turner rolls back and caught by number 3, Brett Reed. And it's going to be near the first down marker. I think it'll be a couple yards short.
Get the clock rolling again.
Clock winding down. Almost a minute left here. Vikings hurry up offense. This is where their endurance and hard work in the offseason comes into play. Turner rolls back, throws, looking for number 5. Oh, and caught by number 5, Thomas McCormick. What a great catch. Great catch. He had his hands up there, and he reeled it in.
Beautiful. We got a replay here of his last play. See Turner under pressure, throws a beautiful spiral. Check that. Did the play before.
That was the play brought in by Reed.
Either way, 2 great receptions in a row. We got a timeout by Eastern.
Looking to stop the Vikings here. Vikings at the gate again.
Vikings are looking to score here.
Vikings are insatiable. They just want more. There's a minute 3 left in the first half. Vikings looking for another touchdown.
Absolutely. You don't stop until the clock strikes 0.
There you see the student section. Fired up seniors in the front row.
Eastern taking the field again. Shaking with each other, make sure they know what's going on. Vikings coming out in the field. They're looking ready to strike.
Something tells me Turner's going to go to the air on this play.
And what would give you that impression?
Maybe it's the 2 receivers to the left of Turner, or maybe it's the 2 to the right. And a bad snap, and Turner runs and
it.
touchdown,
He's gone
Turner.
in the end zone.
He capitalizes on the bad snap and runs it right up the middle for the score.
May I remind you, he was the most exciting player in the league. I just thought I should let you know that in case you forgot.
You'll hear that quite a bit throughout this presentation today.
Unbelievable. Yerby to attempt yet another extra point.
35-0 Vikings. Yerby gonna see if he can get another. This would be his 4th, and it's good.
It's through. It's up. It's through.
I think we'll see a late hit on there. We'll see if they're gonna wave it off, but he's definitely hit after.
Yeah, we're gonna replay here the touchdown.
There's the bad snap.
A botched snap. But Turner picks it up, keeps his composure, and just runs it right up the middle.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Shot there, Coach O.
He's holding up Turner.
Looking pretty calm there.
Turner holding up the 1, and we'll see if the Vikings can be #1 this year.
I didn't know he sucked.
The past 2 years, the Vikings have placed 2nd in the league, and Coach O said that is not acceptable for this year. And with a group of experienced seniors and very mature juniors, hopefully the Vikings will be able to capture the league crown this year.
Well, the Lansing State Journal figures them to be tops in the league over DeWitt, so it'll be fun to watch.
Indeed it will.
I think they got a really good shot at it, though.
The way they're performing today, that is very evident. Yerby to kick off.
See if he can't get another touchback. That'll be 3 in a row, and I'll be impressed. How about yourself?
I would. Let's see if he can get a straight 3rd. It's, I believe Sadeth back.
Yerby, big kick.
2.
That is in the end zone. 3 in a row. I'm officially impressed.
And that was Jeter, unable to reel it in. Another touchback for Yerby.
He's got the leg going today.
Yerby jogging off the field. Very proud with his performance on the last 3 kickoffs.
So with about a minute left to go in the first half, score the Vikings 36. Lansing Eastern Quakers, nothing.
If the Quakers don't pick it up in the second half, it's going to be a long second half for Eastern. And they're stopped.
Run up the middle, does nothing.
Jeter on the carry, going nowhere for Eastern.
D-line stepping up on that play.
A little under 30 seconds in the first half. Eastern maybe trying to take a shot at the end zone, maybe a Hail Mary.
Why not?
Maybe looking to break through this line of steel.
That we like to call the Haslett Vikings defense.
And
it's a sweep to the outside. Stopped.
He got some space, but
stopped short of the first down.
And that's going to be it here for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The Haslett Vikings 36 and the visiting Eastern Quakers 0.
So we'll leave you here with the sounds of the Haslett Viking marching band. And we'll see you in the second half.
What does Christine, Raul, Andre, a chandelier, a monkey, and a ghost all have in common? Why they all have a role in this year's 2005 Viking Marching Band's performance of the Phantom of the Opera. During the opener, the band will take you through a musical journey into the music box, the chandelier crash, and the infamous organ played by the Phantom of the Opera.
Brad had a good game last night. I didn't see it. Good game. Yeah, they played really well. What was the score of that game? 37-6, I think. It's 37-6. 37-6. Oh, no, we're talking about the JV last night. One ejection, 4 injuries, multiple personal fouls. I had to take out my sliding door and try to get it fixed before the tile guys come this weekend. Oh. Wouldn't slide right, so I thought I might have to take the whole damn door out, you know, which I didn't want to do because I have a fuck kind of trim and everything there. So we ended up just pushing the casing up, trying to drive it up to get a little bit more room. So that took a few hours, by the time I got going at it, it was 9:07. Played well. It's the first time they've actually had to play against
All right, Haslett fans, let's give it up for our amazing Haslett High School marching band. The Viking Marching Band would like to thank all the fans, parents, and students for their support. We look forward to performing for you again on Friday, September 9th. Please keep in mind our upcoming booster pass sale is held on Saturday, October 15th. We hope to see you at these upcoming events. Enjoy the rest of the game.
A little delayed action, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in the second half. Eastern kicking off and the Vikings return, but there was a fumbled muff catch by the Vikings, but luckily they were able to recover.
A very exciting first half for the Vikings. We scored 36 points, and a little bit more disappointing for the Quakers as they didn't score any. Haslett looking very good tonight, Alex.
Yeah, they are. Senior running back A.J. Rehar had a couple of big rushes there, including a breakthrough, almost ready to score, but he got tripped up by his own feet. Sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves, and that was the case in that time. But Rehar just running there and getting a couple yards, but not much to go for the Vikings. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. Turner making sure his offense is ready, and number 6,
Mike McCuna with the ball. Big carry right there.
Very big carry. I believe that it's going to be a 30-yard run for McCuna.
May I just add that was a gorgeous play fake by every single person who might have had the ball.
We were confused up here in the booth, and I'm sure the fans, their heads were doing a couple double takes here and there. Vikings coming out, 1st and 10, ball on the 45. That was a 25-yard run by McCuna. Turner set. Hands off. Not going anywhere.
Kurt Shibley with maybe a yard or two on the play.
Kurt Shibley trying to repeat that bolt of a 70-yard run in the first half, but nowhere to go on this play. 2nd and 8 for the Vikings, ball on the 43. There's about 9 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter, just underway here. And he's going up the middle.
Shibley up the middle for maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Once again, Haslett pounding it through the center. It's kind of reminiscent of the season Michigan had a couple years ago when they would use Chris Perry to just pound the ball in. That's what they're trying to do with Shibley. It seems to be working.
It is definitely at least the essence of the wing tee.
And it's 3rd and 5. Vikings looking for a first down here. Ball on the 40. Turner. Oh, and pass. Makuna out of bounds at the 21. Great catch by Makuna. And
fabulous play.
Great pass by Turner, I might add. There was a rushing Quaker defense looking to hunt down Turner. Just outside the red zone. Turner down. And he fakes it again. He's running out. Oh, he has room.
He is gone.
Touchdown,
Turner
Vikings.
Is gone for another touchdown.
No one even laid a hand on him. Turner was in there without breaking the sweat here in the second half.
Just 1 minute and 50 seconds into the first half, the Vikings have scored yet another touchdown.
Yes, they did.
Turner has, I believe, 2 touchdowns this game so far.
We're trying to lock down the exact number, but Turner definitely getting in a couple scores. Everyone's playing their part for the Vikings, and they're all forming a cohesive whole, and they are dominating here. Yerby looking for the extra point. Turner to hold, and it's up. And it looks good. It's in.
It is up, and it is through Yerby. 100% so far on field goals. Check that extra points.
43-0. Eastern looking to come out, stop the Vikings early, but Nate Turner and this Haslett offense just way too much for the Quakers.
Vikings are looking very good tonight.
Yes, they are.
Functioning like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
we got a replay here of that last touchdown. Great play fake to Makuna.
And there you see Turner bolting through.
Number 53, Ted Baker with a nice block there to release Turner
to the
outside. And just with that agility and quickness, you can't catch him once he's in the open.
Turner's looking for a challenge there. He just wants, it's too easy. And there you see the young Haslett girls going wild.
Those kids are going to be crazy when they grow up. When I say crazy, I mean crazy in a good way, as in team spirit.
The fans still fired up. Haslett team still fired up. The Quakers, now not so much zeal from them in the second half. Let's see if they can finally get a score. And Yerby looking to kick off, and Quakers looking to receive. And a good kick by Yerby, direct kick. And that's number 3, Jeter.
Jeter slips up on the play, taken down about the 30. Almost a late hit call there.
He got out to the 25. Decent return. Nothing to write home about, though.
And just so the viewers know, it's a running clock when you score 35 points and the other team hasn't scored anything. It's sort of a mercy rule. They just keep the clock running that way. You won't be here forever watching one team score touchdowns and the other team not scoring touchdowns.
That's both good news for the Viking fans and also good news for the viewers here. It'll be a boisterous, fast-paced game in the second half.
It should.
The running clock.
It'll be fun to watch.
A little stop by Stewart, a little run there by Sadeth, but not getting much, only gain of a yard. Number 76, Mike Nowak coming out. He deserves a rest. He's been playing great this game for the Vikings. The Quakers haven't seemed to go to the air too much, so they're going to try to go here, but it's deflected by number 15,
down.
Jordan Bennett.
Bennett, great play there defensively.
Bennett helping the Vikings out on offense as defense tight end, and also doing great in defense as a defensive end today. And it's going to be a 3rd and 9 for the Quakers. Still way back in their own zone on the 25.
See Coach P there signaling to his defense.
Assistant Coach Port is a very passionate coach. You can see how much he loves the sport and every sport he's into. And a pass and caught, brought in by number 28, Gray Taylor.
Great reception there. That will get them to a 1st down, I believe.
Yep, 1st down, Quakers.
That's definitely something they needed. That might just give them some hope that maybe they can make something happen.
Maybe if they go to the air, their luck will change in this game. So far, they've pretty much stick to the running game, and the Vikings stopping pretty much every rushing attempt, not letting them have much. Number 28, Chad Milton coming out. And they go back to the running game. Oh, and I believe there's a fumble
on the play.
And Vikings recover.
The official signs that it was a 1st down for Haslett. Great play there. Not quite sure who popped the ball out, but
the Vikings recover. And any sign of life these Quakers have, the Vikings are just sucking it right up from them. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings on the Quaker 35-yard line.
I don't think these Quakers are quite ready to give up yet, though.
We'll see a replay of that fumble recovery. See quarterback Aaron Mendez hiking the ball. Maybe it was nope, it was a good snap. Handed off to
good hold there
to Sadeth, and it's just stripped on the way down. Can't see. Crowd of Haslett players. We don't know who to give the credit to on that recovery, but nevertheless, the Vikings come down with the ball.
This is very true.
Coach Otlewski looks very pleased with the performance thus far.
He's making sure they don't get too cocky, and he's...
The Viking cheerleaders trying to fire up the crowd on the sidelines here as the Vikings go back out on the field. There's the cheerleaders.
Number 4, Luke Robertson at quarterback. He's a junior. Fun to get some PT at quarterback.
Thought Turner deserved a rest, at least for a couple plays. We'll probably see Roberts in here for the rest of the game, but maybe he's just getting a breather. But I think he's done for the game today, folks.
Uh-oh.
And
botch snap. Looks like Haslett got back on it. We hope. Yep, number 14, Mike LaRosa on the ball.
It'll be 3rd and 6 on the 35 for the Vikings.
Number 20, Ben Rizzo, coming in for number 35, Luke Bowman. Rizzo, a sophomore.
Roberts looking to get a touchdown here for his team, and it looks like another bad snap or bad hold by Roberts, and he'll be number 3. I think that's Brett Reed.
Check that number 13.
Taylor Kessner wrapped up in the backfield. 4th down for the Vikings, and this is the first 4th down they faced the entire game. Be 4th down and 8. Vikings looking to get a good punt here. Oh, I believe they're going for it. Excuse me. And
Roberts still in at quarterback.
Roberts fakes, rolls out, 224, and he catches
Beautiful
Zach
completion.
Wikolski. And he gets more than the first down, taken down at the 20, around the 20-yard line.
Zach Wikolski excited about that one, and he should be. It was a great catch.
So the daring play call works out for the Vikings with they got the first down and they got more, ladies and gentlemen.
Much more.
Wikolski also playing great this game. Here you see the sidelines, and we're going to get a replay. Nice fake by Roberts. Number 43 for Eastern trying to get a sack there. Roberts lobs it right into Wikolski. Catches it at about the 31 and running in for more around the 19-yard line. Vikings on this play not getting much.
About 5 yards on the carry or so.
4 yards by Kessner. His luck changed a little bit this time around, being caught up in the backfield on his last rushing attempt. Ben Rizzo coming out in the game. Every Haslett player working hard today.
They work hard every day.
Yes, indeed. You can really tell that this Haslett team is in great shape. Like Coach Charlie Otluski said earlier, they've been training in the offseason. You can really see their endurance and their quickness paying off.
They've had speed and agility clinics since about April. They come in at 6:45 in the morning and are there until about 7:30. Just working on speed and agility, lifting weights, and you can tell that it's really paid off.
Yeah, Otluski saying this was his toughest program since he came in '94. And on that last play, Roberts with a great rushing attempt, great fake, and they're going to get the first down here as the clock runs out in the 3rd quarter.
The give to number 20, Ben Rizzo, getting a few yards on the play, getting his name on the stat sheet.
It's going to be 1st down and 10 when the Vikings come back here in the 4th quarter.
It's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Vikings coming off the field, very proud of their performance in the first 3 quarters of the game, looking to close out in the 4th quarter, and I believe this one is over, folks. But Eastern probably not going to give up, probably going to still keep on at it, trying to get at least a score in the game.
Keep on keeping on.
Vikings looking for their 2nd straight shutout last week, shutting out their rivals East Lansing in a 42-0 victory over the Trojans. Vikings looking to do the same thing to the Quakers today.
The score here at the end of the 3rd quarter, 43 is Haslett. Eastern has nothing. But there is still one more quarter to play. Things might shape up to be a bit different than we would perceive them to be. I mean, I don't see this Lansing Eastern team as quitters at all.
Yeah. It's a great effort thus far by the Quakers, but Vikings proven to be a little too much.
The Vikings showing to be very explosive on offense, and
the Vikings seem like they have a lot of depth on their team, Brandon.
They definitely do, with 4 sophomores and tons of juniors. The senior class is not that big, but as you said, they're very experienced, great leadership.
And number 35, Luke Bowman with the rush there, getting a couple. Elaborating on the point of depth, Luke Roberts, their backup quarterback, coming in, doing a great job. Had a little problem on the snaps, a couple of his first plays, but picking it right up here, doing a great job.
And I'll tell you, as a former center, it's hard to get used to a different quarterback.
Yeah, very.
Because the speeds are different, but you get used to it after a little while. So they're doing a great job.
Just shows the talent of this Haslett team. Handed off by Roberts. Not going anywhere on this
Chad
one.
Milton with a run up the middle. Touchdown Haslett. The senior Chad Milton finally getting his name with a TD on the stat sheet. He's got to be very excited about that. I know I'm excited. Alex, you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I think everybody's excited.
Milton, a very powerful and very underrated rusher. Pounding that one in for the touchdown. 49-0 right now. Yerby, no.
Check that.
Micah Magnuson, the junior, coming in for the extra point attempt. And it's good.
Magnuson threw, hits the cherry picker. Oh, man, I've never seen that happen. I'm excited about that.
Wow, that was a powerful kick.
That was very powerful. I think Mike has got a point to prove with that ball.
50-0, ladies and gentlemen. What a stunning performance by these Vikings. And we still have 11:19 to go.
It's a running clock except with timeouts and touchdowns. See a shot there of number 17,
Josh
Bosma. You might recall he was injured a little bit earlier, but he seems to be up and around, doing all right. Enjoying himself here with a 50-0 lead.
Yeah, Bosma is a very committed player on this Haslett football team. Been a big part of the team since back in elementary school when he's a little guy. Known him for a long time. He's very committed to this team, and he'll stop at nothing to be a part of this team and help out in any way he can.
And little brother Jordan on the JV team is the exact same way. His nickname, I believe, is Crazy Legs. I can attest to that. I've never seen legs move like that before. It's a tad bit scary.
Bosma probably going to help out this varsity squad next year.
Magnuson with a kick.
Oh,
that's
great kick
deep
by Magnuson.
Oh, that's
right
deep.
on the one, and there's a little contest to get to the ball, but I believe it's number 3, Darius Jeter, who comes out down with it.
Nice little return there up to about the 20. Showing some fancy footwork.
Getting a little bit of room to stretch his legs until the Vikings tackle him around the 30-yard line. Excuse me, 20-yard line. Number 15, Jordan Bennett. Number 57, Dallas Burke coming out of the game. And number 12, Micah Magnuson coming in the game. Add defensive back.
Be some motion there on the line.
Kessner coming in the game, along with Matt McGinley. We'll see what the call is for sure, but yep, it's going to be another false start call against the Quakers. Seems that's been plaguing them all day long. A little jumping a little too soon. Maybe it's nerves, maybe it's inexperience. We don't know, but they've been doing it all day long, and it's definitely attributed to the problems here today.
Most definitely. I mean, it's hard to keep your focus when you're down by 50 points and you haven't scored any.
Any offense that they have had, Brandon, and it's been backtracked by all the penalties they've been getting, whether it's personal fouls or those false starts.
Alex, they've had maybe 2 really major plays that haven't been destroyed by penalties. So It's been a rough night for the Quakers so far.
Yeah, rough night against Haslett tonight. Rough night last week against DeWitt. They're probably gonna watch some tape, try to improve, and hopefully that'll be a different story for them next week. But right now, it's all Vikings. Kestner coming out of the game, along with Max Griffin. And Max Griffin coming back.
Number 77, Matt McGinley in at nose.
And he rolls out. And is he going to go for it? Nope. Oh, he is. He made a move, but then he's brought down by number 53, Ted Baker.
Trying to take a Turner style to the Vikings, but that play gets on practice every day.
Yep, and Bakes just wraps him up around the legs and pulls him down. It's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Quakers on the 17-yard line.
Check that 3rd and 11. Really, there's not much the Quakers can do here except try to score points and just hope they don't, like I said, get blown out too bad.
Oh, and a fumble.
Snap there. Looks like the Quakers got on it, though.
Yeah. Looks like Mendez came back down with it.
Recovers their own fumble. That will bring up 4th down.
Another 4th down for the Quakers.
Shot there, Yerby.
Colin Yerby doing a great job as kicker. I believe it was 3 touchbacks and 4 extra points for Yerby. He's doing a great job. He's a great kicker when he came in here for Mason a couple years ago.
Ben Rizzo, the sophomore, back for the Vikings.
Pretty good kick. Gonna bounce. Let's see if Rizzo tries to get it. Yeah, and he does, but brought right down by number 9, Andrew Taylor.
I'm sure Ben was hoping to get something more exciting on that, but
those kind of plays are dangerous where you never know what kind of bounce it's going to get. But Rizzo doing a good job. Gets under the ball, gets it in. Gets about 2 yards before he's brought down. Gives him a little bit better field position than it would have before if it would have bounced probably a good 10 yards. And they're going to set up around at the 49, 1st and 10 Vikings. Robertson at quarterback, hands it off.
Number 14.
Number 14, Mike LaRosa.
Up the middle for a big gain right there.
Big gain by the Vikings.
You can see the referee wiping off the ball. It's getting cool out there. Starting to dew up. The ball gets slippery. Got to keep that ball dry. Otherwise, you'll have botched snaps and other various fumble-ish items.
LaRosa looking to repeat his last run, which was about a 13-yard gain. But I believe this will be handed off to Ben Rizzo. And Rizzo gets a couple yards.
Gain of about 4 yards.
Three-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd 7 for the Vikings on the 34. Vikings once again pounding in the running game, getting a couple yards at a time, maybe a big run and then going to there, and it's been working for them very good. It's been working for them very good throughout this game.
Taylor Kestner with the carry, taking like 3 guys with him. It shows you the heart and determination of these guys. They don't want to go down at all. No matter how many points they're up by, they will get as many yards as they possibly can. And I think that's a mentality that the coaches have put into these kids' minds, is that the game's not over till it's over, and you keep playing until it's over.
Very, very well coached, this Eastern team. And LaRosa, he breaks through a couple tackles until he's finally brought down around the 23-yard line. LaRosa doing a great job.
LaRosa does not give up. I played against him before. He will keep going until he absolutely cannot anymore.
It'll be interesting to see him on when he's a senior next year. Maybe he'll be a much bigger part of this offense, Brendan.
I'm sure he will. I mean, he's a very good player, got a lot of speed, very tough.
Very powerful rusher already. We'll see how he matures. Maybe next year he'll be the starting running back here for the Vikings. Roberts hands it off, but brought right down. Oh, yeah, brought right down.
Wow.
Big hit.
Whew. Give me a second while I get my eyes uncrossed. Wow, that was a great play fake. Chad Milton kept going. Hey, there we are right there. Hey.
So what do you think it's going to take for the Quakers to get on the board here, Brandon?
Well, it's going to take a lot, I'm sure, but I'm sure they're still hoping to get on there. That way it won't be a massive shutout. But
the Rosa through the middle, and he keeps on getting through. Like Rehar is a very resilient runner. Broke a couple of tackles before he's brought down. We're going to have a second short here. Vikings pounding it in. Yard after yard. Very, very in shape football team here. Even as the backups come in and the subs.
Everybody has to work out and train. Everybody has to work out the same amount.
That's going to that's going to prove very. It's going to help out the Vikings down the road in the playoffs, especially if in case any injuries were to happen to their starting guys. But the guys in right now are doing a great job.
They really are.
And he hands it off and fakes a second handoff. Tricked out our cameraman there.
I believe that was number 14, Mike LaRosa, for a couple yards.
It's going to be a 3rd down and 1 for the Vikings.
Power football time.
Vikings too powerful on defense, too powerful on offense. And number 20,
they are
Ben
in for
Rizzo
the
scores.
Ben Rizzo.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Rizzo, the sophomore, getting his name in the stat sheet for touchdown.
56-0 Vikings.
And you better believe he's excited.
Coach O told me earlier in the week that they wanted to get better every game, and it looks like they are. They had a few penalties early, but pretty much flawless from then on.
Players looking at it, they just go week to week. They don't worry about what game is next week. They practice, and they play. They practice how they play.
They just work hard. And Micah in for the kick, and it's good. Magnuson with another extra point. Very straight. Great kick by Magnuson. 57-0, all Vikings in this one. We're going to get a replay here. There's Rizzo.
Rizzo, you can see him just churning. He sees the hole, cuts in, head down.
Great blocking by that Vikings offensive line there.
Fabulous. And
so assistant coach Rob Porrett, very pleased with the Vikings. You can see in that.
If I were a coach, I would definitely be happy with my team's performance.
Me too, Brandon, me too.
And I mean, we keep coming back to this, but that conditioning that they do and all the weightlifting, it really does.
It definitely pays off. Magnuson in for another kickoff.
Let's see if he can't get a touchback here.
Number 9, Andrew Taylor, waiting for the kick.
Let's go! Let's go!
And a powerful kick, and it's short. Picked up at the 10 by number 3, Sadeth. And Sadeth has some room. but he's brought down at the sidelines around the 35.
Check that. That's Andrew Taylor.
Oh, thank you for correcting me. Andrew Taylor brought down at the sidelines around the 30-yard line. Vikings a minute and 48 seconds away from another shutout. Eastern trying to spoil that 2-game straight shutout here on this possession, which starts out at the 31-yard line.
Well, we can pretty much guarantee a victory here for the Vikings because I've never seen anybody score 57 points in a minute and 30 seconds.
They'd have to have speed like the Flash to get back in this one.
Run there by number 3.
Sadeth. No, excuse me, Jeter. Jeter with a 3-yard gain as the last minute of the game unfolds. Viking defense trying to keep composure so they can have another shutout here against the Quakers. They've done a great job this far.
Ooh, nice takedown there.
And it's looking like this game, like that tackle, is all wrapped up.
Jeter on the carry.
Tackle there by John Waller.
Jeter stopped by Waller.
Happens to be a great break dancer, by the way.
Ten seconds left in this game. About maybe Eastern will have one more strike at the end zone. And it's handed off to Jeter, and he's brought down in the backfield. Big hit as time expires.
And that will be the game.
That'll be the game. You see this Viking team fired up, running out on the field. 57-0, ladies and gentlemen. Another shutout by the Haslett Vikings. What a great victory.
I've never seen it turn out like this to a varsity football game. Lansing Eastern fought hard.
But the Haslett team was just way too much, too powerful, too strong, too fit, too much for this Eastern team.
And we hope the Quakers do get better.
We'll see you all next week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. I am Alex Wagner. For my commentator, Brendan Manson, good night.